Hi guys, it's Amanda from My Day Event Planning. So I'm back again to talk to you about how to have your wedding for $8,000 or less. So with your budget wedding, you're going to use all this time that you have planning, and you're going to get those prices. You're going to get the best prices you can find. And so today we are going to talk to I'm going to talk to you about cakes and having a cake at your wedding. So traditionally, you have a cake at your wedding, you have a beautiful 2-tier, 3-tier, 5-tier, whichever tier cake, and you have a cake cutting ceremony and you stuff it in each other's faces. It's a very traditional thing to do. So if you want to have a cake, here are some suggestions for you on having it for less. So there are a lot of bakeries out there. There are a lot of bakeries, there's a lot of competition, but wedding cakes are expensive. You can have a wedding cake that can cost you up to $1,000. And if you're wanting to use your wedding cake as the dessert, you're going to need to have all real layers, or at least most of the layers. But if you're having your wedding cake just to do the cake cutting ceremony, you can get the bottom layer as real, the middle layer is fake, the top layer is fake. That really cuts down a lot of costs. It looks exactly the same. They can do it exactly the same. It's just a lot cheaper. So that's your first option. If you're going to go professional, you're going to go local baker. If you have a favorite baker and you really want to go with them and it's one of your must-haves, then that would be the option that I would suggest. See if you can get tell them your budget, tell them how much you want to spend, and see what you can get for that. You might have to just compromise on that, get a smaller cake, get a less fancy cake, do something. But if that's your must-have, then you need to just work it out and cut from other places in your budget and figure it out. But if cakes aren't quite as important to you, or you're not picky on a bakery, you could go non-professional. You could look around, look for places outside of your city. Some small towns have fantastic bakers, and they can bring it into the city for like a $20 charge. And if you can get a couple $100 off your cake, and all you're paying is delivery, you're doing great. So check places outside of your city, outside surrounding areas, surrounding towns. And you could also check for non-professional bakeries, people that do it as a hobby. I know some people that do fantastic, beautiful cakes. They look exactly like a professional cake, except they're not certified. They haven't gone to 3 years or 4 years of school to learn it. And they're beautiful cakes at a fraction of the price. So that's a really good option. Like, people advertise on Craigslist and Kijiji, Facebook, Twitter. Do your research and check what's out there. See what there is. See what your options are, because you can get some really pretty stuff for less. And if a cake isn't super important, maybe cupcakes, like a nice cupcake tower, or a cupcake tower and a small cake on the side for you guys to cut to do your cake cutting ceremony. If you're still wanting to use the cake and cupcakes as dessert, then that's a great option. A lot cheaper. And another thing, if you're going to do simple desserts and you don't care about a fancy cake, maybe you could get, like some people in your wedding, some people attending your wedding that are really great at baking to all contribute. They could all bring a certain pie or cake, all bring something that they really love, their favorite cake, and just have one that's specific for your actual cake cutting thing. Cake cutting ceremony. You could do really anything. You could bake it all yourself. The only thing you just need to be careful about is, depending on the hall you book, some halls will not let in stuff that's not professionally done in a commercial kitchen, just because of safety and health regulations and rules and laws. So you just need to check that first before you go all out. But really, you've got lots of options. You don't have to break the bank with the cake. You can do whatever you want. It's your wedding. You do it your way. You have it however you want it, and you keep your budget straight, and you have no regrets. So that's my tips on cakes. I hope that's helpful. I hope you guys are doing well. Keep going. Happy planning. Any other tips and lots of other things for you to check out on our website at mydayeventplanning.com. Talk to you guys soon.